What's up, Manizer? It's me, Sick Jim, and I would love to answer that question because there was a lot of cope, and I mean a lot, like industrial levels of cope, when I reminded everybody that the Yahtzee Party was the National Socialist German Workers' Party. And the idea that the Yahtzees were socialists this whole time really caused a lot of cope. But here's the thing. So they were socialists, but if you want to know how it works, I'm going to explain how socialism works with an awesome metaphor like the Dark Knight and the Joker. So, all right, so here's how communism works. So you start by realizing that there are 80-20 issues in the world. And what you do is you pick the 80 side that 80% of the people support and not the 20% side, not the one that very few people support. So there's always going to be a lot more people who are in poverty than are rich. That's just the way society has to work in every single way. Even if you evolve past money, there will always be those who have more than those who have less. So obviously, if you say you're going to take money from people who have tons of money, the poor all love that idea and say they don't need it. But we really do need it. So lots of poor people are going to love that. If you say, I'm going to take money from rich people and redistribute it to the poors. You see, that's how it's going to work. It's going to be great. And if everybody in society pools their money together, I can redistribute it to the poor society with my social programs. So now that we've got our social programs and we're pooling the money together in society, if you change one letter of that sentence, it becomes, I'm going to put all the money in a big pile and we're going to pile all the money together. So, but because I'm running, I'm going to be in charge of the pile. But first I need to win. So all the poor people vote for me. I win. We form a big pile, and then there is no other step. It never gets redistributed. Or maybe we could redistribute it, but first, I've got to solve problems the way I always solve problems, by hiring a company, which is a shell company for my other company, which is definitely not Jimmy Inc. And I always hire them. They give me a great rate, and they always do whatever the fuck I told them to do. And they're a great company. So that's how it works. So it's just about, convincing everybody that we're going to pile all the money together and then redistribute it. And the people who don't have any money to put in the pile love that idea. And everybody who understands how to correctly manage their money hates that idea because it means they're going to be putting in a lot more than everybody else. So that's how you convince everybody and become the person in charge of the pile, because it's not like the normal citizens can check on how the pile's doing and where all the donations go. Oh, wait, we can, but only as soon as Doge was invented. Because before Doge, there was no government transparency. But yeah, it reminds me of a plan from the Joker. You just tell everybody to pile your money together, I'll be in charge of the pile, and then the distribution never fucking happens because it was never part of the plan to redistribute it. The whole plan was putting it into a pile and making me in charge of the pile. That's communism. Do you understand it now?